What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Dad Does Videos. What you see here in front of you is a box that should include two 30-inch artificial Christmas trees from a company called HomeKaren. We got these to replace the flowers that are typically in a couple pots that we have. Obviously, during the warmer months out of the year, these, in theory, should anchor into there, but you could also put them in your ground as well. They are supposed to be battery operated. They have LED lights included with them with 8 different lighting options. There's also a timer included that stays on for 6 hours and then turns off for 18 hours. So let's pop this open and see what we think of these. All right, so we just opened the boxes. You can see here, like most artificial trees, these are pretty jammed up in here. And we did get 2. It looks as if some of the arms of the tree are wrapped in some plastic. So, okay, you can see we've got some berries, some pine cones, and then this is what I'm assuming is our place to put the batteries and then control the lighting and the auto turn off as well. So let's get these out. Okay, so we've got these trees outside of the box, and as you can see here on the bottom, here are our tree stands as well. This does come with directions. As you can see, mine is nice and ripped, so we're just going to talk you through them without really looking at these because these are challenging anyway. This isn't that challenging to put together, however. So each of the bottoms of these will come off. These are just used for packaging purposes and to not have the bottoms of your trees go through the cardboard box. So just take those off. And then what we're going to do is grab one of these tree stands. It should be loose, but if it's not loosened, you can just unscrew this to the left, right? That loosens this enough that you can move the different legs apart. I'm going to tighten mine up a little bit. But you just want to space these out evenly or as best to your ability. Something like that. And then just tighten the butterfly screw at the bottom. So we have this now, and just simply put the artificial tree right on top. It goes right in the bottom of here of the hole, the bottom of the tree, just like so. So maybe a design flaw with this is that you can see the top of our stand here is a screw. You can see the threads on it. The bottom of the tree where you insert the stand has no threads. So it doesn't really tightly fit. You just kind of place it on top. There's no screwing this in. As you can see, it just goes straight in like that, which I'll be interested to see what happens. I mean, it's fine right here, but after sitting out maybe outside in the wind, perhaps it might blow over. We'll see. So after you've got your tree mounted on that stand, we're simply going to remove all the plastic from some of the other limbs of the tree here and kind of fluff this out to make it actually look like a real tree rather than one that's jammed up and been in the box. All right, so we've got both of our trees set up and fluffed up, at least for right now. So this is what these should look like, at least for the time being. And if you're curious, because these are supposed to be 30 inches tall, here's the tape measure. They are right around 29 or 30 inches, but that includes the stand. So probably take off about 6 inches or so, and that's the actual height of these trees. Okay, so let's get those batteries into the appropriate spot, and this is the compartment that they go into. You just pop open these little levers and follow the directions for the plus and minus. secure, you're set to go. On that same compartment that you just put the batteries into, there's a listing of the 8 different lighting options that you can go with. And the way that this works is when you first turn it on, you press this black button that turns on the lights, and then the first lighting option that you see is combination. The next one is in wave, sequential, and all the way down until you get to off. So let's turn this on so you can see what the different lighting options look like. All right, the first one is combination. Let's press our black button. And I'm assuming what this means is it's just a combination of all of the different options, because as you can see here, the lights start like this and then start to move along onto different paths. Option number 2 is in wave. Option number 3 is sequential. Option number 4 is slow glow. Option number 5 is chasing / flash. Option number 6 is slow fade. Option number 7 is twinkle / flash. And the last one is steady on. And then when we hit this black button again, it will turn off the lights. Okay, so this is a pot right by our front door. We're just gonna simply insert the base into our pot. And that's set up and ready to go. Okay, and we'll put the other one on the other side of the door in our other pot. And here's a look at the full experience. One on that side, one on this side. Gets a little darker out today. We'll turn the lights on and make sure those work for 6 hours and then stay off for another 18. Okay, so we just turned these on. It's about 4:45 p.m. We're gonna see if they turn off at about 10:45, and then if they turn on again at the same time tomorrow. All right, and here we are. It is almost 11 o'clock, and these trees have automatically turned off. All right, it's a little after 5 o'clock the next day, and our lights have come on automatically by themselves. So at least up to this point, we're considering this a success. So in terms of a final review, I mean, the lights are working, the timer is working, the option to change the lights, that's working. The pine cones, the berries on here seem to hold up pretty well, as are the limbs. The only thing that isn't that great is that sturdiness that I talked about earlier, where the base doesn't exactly fit perfectly into the bottom of the tree. So if you can live with that, I guess you're okay. These are $57 for 2. You can certainly find way more expensive ones. So if you're willing to put up with that and maybe make the bottoms of the trees a little more sturdy by yourself, you're all in. Thanks for watching, everybody.